welcome to the town of Wangdelver. Totally not Phandalin, despite whatever the map says.
You should have just crossed that out and written over it in MS Paint.
We'll see
Yeah.
about the future. See what we can manage.
It's not too late. This hasn't been posted.
We'll see what can manage. That might be the title card.
Thank you.
There we go.
All better. Went.
Pangolin.
Golf clap. Alright, so you arrive coming up the Tribor Trail to Barton's Provisions. That's on the north side.
Then down the Tribor Trail?
Yes, excuse me. Down the Triborn Trail to Barton's Provisions. That is where you are supposed to deliver your wagons.
Well, we still have the wagons,
Yes.
Oh boy.
and then some.
When you arrive, a big old bear of a man comes out. Gundar! Gundar, are you finally here?
Who's
Gundar?
Gundar?
Nope.
That's your employer.
He's not here. He may be delayed.
What? What happened to him?
Delayed.
He was
Dead.
kidnapped
One of the
by
two.
goblins?
Kidnapped by goblins? My God.
We
What have the
found
world
his-
come to these days?
We
Goblins.
found his friend, Sildar Hallwinter.
Yes.
He was trapped in a cave by goblins, which we have taken out.
Dispatched is the term.
Sildar gets down off the wagon. I'm sorry, Barton. They came on me before I was prepared.
Someone read that to me in a book.
I believe that's called premature ejaculation.
What?
They came upon him
You've
before-
totally just jumped the stream of my consciousness. Alright.
Oh, we're all there, aren't we? Whoops.
Yep, that's okay. I'm including a mature content warning on this video.
Be yourself.
Yeah, just avoid anything that can actually trace you down. For
Um,
example,
we
that
should-
you live at
Beware
B.
beware the 4chan party ban.
Alright. So, Barthen and Sildar briefly have a conversation where he explains what happened, and he tells you that, what you told you earlier. And then he says he's going to go to the town master's hall and see if he can consult with the town master. Barthen sort of snorts at this, and as he watches the Sildar go, the town master's not going to do anything. He's a fat old bastard that just cares about lining his own pockets.
Speaking of lining
With what?
pockets, I do believe we have delivered goods as
Promise.
commissioned.
Ah, yes. That was 10 gold apiece, I believe?
Mm.
Alright, here you go. Though these crates with the blue shield aren't mine. They
No, they're
belong-
going to Lion Shield Coaster.
Yeah. Well, if you head straight up the road to the town center, you'll find the Lion Shield coaster there.
So what's he lining his pockets with? Meat?
No. He's lining them with the gold from hard-earned citizens.
That doesn't seem very useful.
Not very moral, that much I could say. Useful? I'm sure he finds use for it.
I'm leaving in the middle of this conversation with the Lion Shield goods.
What's
Alright.
immoral?
I'm gonna follow
Right and
Gordon.
wrong.
What's right and wrong?
So Barton sits down with you and tries to explain to you right and wrong a little bit.
Tries to explain to you morality from the neutral good townsperson perspective.
Yeah.
I make my intelligence check.
You're at least able to understand what Barton's saying, though it doesn't really connect with what your life experience have been.
No, makes sense. You crazy. Bye.
Yeah. And you follow the party up the road?
Yep.
Alright. You pass a large building on your left that has a tavern sign up front that definitely looks appealing. The smell of cooking food emerges from a chimney.
Ew.
Oh, and by the way, you have arrived in the later part of the afternoon after your issue with the goblins.
Who cooks food? Yes.
Most humans, because better for human digestion.
Why?
I
Tastes
took it because
better
I don't
raw.
like the color.
I don't know. Ask the sage.
Blood, best part.
I'm going to Knock on the door at the Lion Shield coaster place.
A lean, middle-aged woman with her brown hair tied back in a bun opens the door. What can I do for you folks?
I believe it's rather what we can do for you, or what we have already done for you. These crates bear your sigil? Question mark.
Ah, those! I've been waiting for those for a week. The caravan disappeared with nary a peep. I thought someone had run off with them.
Someone did.
Someone did, yes. Goblins, to be
Goblins.
exact. Yes.
First
They-
we had the Red Brand ruffians, and now goblins. It's hard to keep a fair business going these days.
Red Band Ruffians?
You haven't heard about them? I'll find you soon enough.
I would like to make a
Still,
history
let me
check.
reward you appropriately for my goods. Here's 50 gold pieces for the return, and I can promise you access to my special stocks.
What sort of special stocks?
Weapons, various adventuring sundries. Barton tends to play more of a straight-lace thing, but me, I understand that sometimes a little arms dealing goes a long way. Miners are awfully isolated out there and need a little protection, you know?
What good does selling arms do for that? They're not much use if they aren't attached.
Ain't you a literal sort?
Oh my god, Yukidori is actually Drax. I rolled an 18 on my history check for the.
And to answer your
Red Band
question,
Ruffians.
young man, the Red Brand Ruffians are a gang of ne'er-do-wells that have been operating around town.
Do you do any appraising?
That I can.
I'm gonna, after delivering the stuff for
She
her,
calls out a couple of servant boys that come out and immediately start unloading the crates.
after, delivering these goods for her that she hadn't expected to see ever again, I'm gonna try and butter her up with some persuasion.
Sure.
And we have a frog, I believe, we need appraised.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to.
Boo!
Oh!
Oh. She deals with you in a strictly polite but businesslike manner, appraising the frog using one of those little spy glasses.
A jeweler's loop.
Yeah. I'd guess this thing's worth maybe 40 gold pieces. I could take it off your hands if you don't have any plans for it.
Insight.
Alright.
I'm going to assist. I'm
Alright.
not going to assist because there's no point.
Well, she seems to be dealing straight with you. I mean, you just returned something for her. It would be bad business if she then cheated you.
Seems like 40 GP is better than nothing, right?
Yeah. And you seem like the type to which 40 gold will be worth a lot more than a little froggy.
So we're giving up the Jade statue.
I do not generally collect knickknacks. That is correct.
Yes, I assume your party is giving up the jade statue at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she gave us 50 GP total plus the 40 for the statue.
Correct.
Okay, so we made 90 GP.
Yep.
Banker.
That's more. That's,
90 gold pieces, 600 copper pieces, 125 silver pieces, no potions of healing, 3 gold teeth worth 1 GP each.
Oh, let's sell her the gold teeth too.
All right, she'll take the gold teeth. So like, I can melt these down. You also each received 30. You each received 10 for a total of 30 from Barthen.
Okay.
So you made more
Let's just-
return.
Let's just have the bard just be our banker. You're in charge of the money. Don't lose it.
Alright.
It's generally handy to have at least one person be banker. At least you don't have to have someone be map keeper. Say, you're relatively capable sorts after having dealt with those goblins. I was wondering if you could do me a favor and deal with the Red Brand ruffians as well.
I would be unsure of that, having not known what they've done.
What are red ruffians?
I rolled an 18 on my history check.
They're the local band of thugs and ne'er-do-wells. They've been extorting money from various townsfolk. Only the miners' exchange has so far been immune from their deprivations because they won't dare cross the woman that runs that.
No, what are red ruffians? Pointier? Short? Fat?
They come in all shapes and sizes, generally scraggly. They wear red cloaks to show off their members of gang sigil.
Well, if they cross my path, excuse me as I choke and die.
She orders one of her pages to perform CPR on you.
Water down wrong pipe. Oh. Well, if any of them attempts to extort money out of them, I shall deal with them appropriately.
Much appreciated. As I said, it's hard for an honest folk to keep business open. One of the few things me and Barthen can agree on being is we're in competition.
Why easier being dishonest? Why is it easier being dishonest?
You're a strange one, ain't you?
Yes?
It's
This one was
not.
raised by wolves.
I'd believe it.
Much simpler.
So, anything else strange going on besides your red brand ruffians? And have you ever heard of this Cragholm Keep?
Ain't heard of that. Sorry.
Apparently, there's
You might want to ask around at the Stonehill Inn.
yeah, sounds like a good idea. I could use a meal too.
Alright. Well,
Have a
if you
good
need
day.
anything, stop on by. Get a fair deal from me.
It had best be. Have a wonderful day. To the Stonehill Inn
Indeed.
party.
Okay.
Sure. The Stonehill Inn isn't exactly jumping with business, but nor is it dead. There's a couple of local townsfolk and a sitting around drinking, having a meal, and there's a bar wench going around serving them.
I will, how expensive are the meals and rooms?
Oh, let me look up the exact costs of the living expenses. I'm pretty sure they're the common quality, which I believe is 5 silver pieces. So I will have the exact amount shortly.
I'm gonna go around and, I guess, generally schmooze to get the
There's
feel
no
of the place.
common. Wretched, squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy,
Modest
aristocrat.
then.
1 GP a day.
Boy! Good grief.
Poor is 2 SP a day.
So yeah, they have modest available. You could also pay a poor and get to have the loft in the stables.
Nuh-uh. I'll sleep outside town.
I'm gonna make a check to see if anybody needs some calligraphy done in exchange for room and board.
That's a profession calligrapher check to see if you can find anyone.
12.
12. I believe you only need a 10 to perform basic 1 GP a day living expenses. Yeah,
I assume there ought to be, with the smithy, the 2 provision shops,
yeah,
and the miners, enough people that are drawing up contracts.
yeah. You can get a couple hours work for the Lion Shield coaster, and they'll cover your fare for the night.
While I'm doing that, I'm going to just chat with all of the people I run into about what's going on in the town.
All right. What are other people doing as well?
The food here is totally inedible. I'm going to keep an eye out for a rat or a cat or something.
They do have cats.
No
do you
rats?
eat the cat, or do you follow the cat to the rats?
I'm not gonna follow the cat to the rat. I'm gonna try and get there first.
Ah, give me a survival check.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
unfortunately, Kiba, you're not able to find much. You can find one scraggly old rat, nor are you able to find any particularly nice place to sleep. Just a little lean-to type space out back of the Sleeping Giant Tavern. You can kind of see the like gnarled tree shape on the map.
oh well.
I'm using my entertainer background to provide me with free lodging, so provided I perform every night.
All right. Yeah. You don't have to make a roll to find a job because you have entertainer background. Anything else you do with the evening?
I have
Yeah.
to make a performance.
All right,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I didn't think I had to make the roll either. I thought it was just survival, living outside the town.
I might be misremembering, so you might be right, John.
He's Outlander. He can
Yeah.
forage for.
Ah,
enough
you're
food.
Outlander. Yeah, sure.
Like getting
Wow.
that action.
Also, that is an amazing performance.
Yeah.
Pip, the innkeeper's son, is totally enthralled by your performance, and even the barmaid stops to listen at some point
Sweet.
before the innkeeper tells her to get back to work. So, Blurred, what you're able to acquire through your schmoozing is that the you hear more troubles from the Weaver about the Red Brand ruffians. They've messed with everyone in town, extorting money from them, except from Halia Thornton, head of the Phandalin Miners Exchange. She's a formidable woman, and even the Red Brand ruffians won't cross her. The innkeeper's wife gives you more detail about what they've been doing. Reportedly, Thel Dandar, the local woodcarver, got into a fight with one of their members when he propositioned his wife. And the ruffians cut him down in the street, and the next day, the woodcarver's wife and his daughter and son have also gone missing. The townmaster has refused to take action, stating that it was just a brawl that got out of hand. And if he got involved in every tavern brawl, he'd never get any work done. Trying to, for Gizlaldo, the innkeeper's son, is like, I have a story too. My friend Carp, he was going out playing in the woods, and he found a secret tunnel. And the bandits came out of it, and they chased him and tried to catch him, but he was too fast, and he got away.
Where is the secret tunnel?
It's out in the woods, next to the old manor house on the east side of town.
So like around here.
Somewhere like that. You can ask Carp.
Carp?
Yeah, he lives out at the elderly farm with his mom and dad.
John, you're fired.
I'll definitely look into it. Thank you, Pip.
Stop using my name. You're ruining the illusion.
Which illusion?
That I'm a human being.
Before I retire for the night, I'm tossing a gold piece into the Shrine of Luck.
Excellent. A farmer out front is giving a prayer and is like, good to see somebody still supporting the shrine.
What am I gonna say here?
I would
Well-
I would support the shrine, but even luck has a cost.
Luck has supported me all my life. I figured it proper to repay it.
I could think of something that might be helpful to repay it. I'm not going to stay on my station, but I saw Sister Gariel come in, coming in a couple days ago looking all scruffed up after she went on a journey to the north. You, might want to see if she needs any help.
I believe I will. That sounds very Intriguing. Thank you, kind farmer.
Yeah. Nothing least I can do to another supporter of the shrine. He throws in a couple of copper pieces, nods, and heads on his way.
I go to Sister Gariel's home and knock on the door.
Um,
Or is it too late? If it's late, I'm not going to do that because that's rude.
it's probably just after sundown.
So not too late yet.
Yeah, the guy's making it home in twilight, kind of thing. You knock on the door, and a
Yeah, I do that.
young elf woman opens the door. She looks to have a bandage wrapped around her left hand. Hello, can I help you?
Into your self-cleaning house.
No, it was something more dramatic than that.
Go on, I'm listening.
I don't know you. You're not a folk, are you? The only
I'm a-
halflings around here are the elder leafs.
I'm a tea leaf.
You're a tea leaf.
Yes.
Well, come on in, Mr. Tea Leaf. I think
My
I can
first
have.
name is my first name is Merric, of course. Merric Tea Leaf. Perhaps you've heard of my great-great-grandfather, Reed Tea Leaf.
Let's see if she has. Unfortunately, I haven't heard of him before.
Well, I could tell you all about him then. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm trying to turn out if you're just firing an adventure hook or trying to bed the priestess.
It does sound like you're buttering her up.
Just trying to figure out how she injured herself. I figured it'd be a delicate matter, so.
She explains that the injury isn't exactly a secret, but she doesn't want to tell anyone else, any of this townspeople, for idea that they might do something foolish and get themselves hurt.
Can I roll a persuasion to persuade her to tell me?
You don't have to. If you're obviously an adventurer and she's willing to talk
All
with
right.
you.
Sweet.
She's been trying to find the spellbook of a man named Blowgentle, who used to live around here 100 years ago. I'm waiting for Yuki's response to this.
His name is Blow Gentle.
Oh, it's too easy.
Yes, Blowgentle.
A weather witch. Then.
A weather wizard. He lived up in the village of Conberry, 3 or 4 days to the northeast up the Triborn Trail. Yes, exactly.
I believe our party name is now officially the Murder Hobos.
And I went around there looking to see if I could find it, but apparently a banshee has moved into the old wizard's tower and took offense to me poking around. And she ejected me rather forcefully before I could even negotiate. I was wondering if somebody else could possibly go up there without having offended her and see if she knows the location of the spellbook.
A banshee, huh?
I have an item you could possibly trade for information with her, so you won't have to spend any of your own coin or valuables for it.
Yes, but would she recognize the item as yours?
I didn't have it with me when I was up there.
Hmm.
She brings out a silver comb. Like, if you could present this to Agatha the Banshee and see if she'd be willing to trade information either for the spellbook or its current location, I'd be greatly appreciative. I just don't want any townsfolk trying to get on my good side to go out there and then get murdered by a banshee.
That would prove problematic. I think I'll be able to find some time to do this.
Excellent. Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. What is she a sister of? Like what house? I mean, not what house. What deity?
She tends to the Shrine of Luck.
Oh, sweet. May luck always be in your favor, and then I take my leave.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Yeah. May luck be on your side.
All right.
Is the townmaster still in the hall?
Not at this time of night. No, he goes to bed early, of course.
Of course. Well, I'll sit in the inn and have my meal before bed, I guess.
All right. I want to play like a little inside in sleep noise. Do 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 do. Next day, you get up.
Day
Uh,
breaks.
Kiba manages to find her way back in from the wild.
Apparently he
Nope,
sucks
she
at
doesn't.
life. He sucks at life.
She steals a farmer's head
Yep.
and doesn't get caught.
Still got a
Yes.
feather.
I'm going to
Feather.
visit the townmaster's hall.
All right. You knock at the door, and a fat, middle-aged, balding man with a comb over opens the door. Can I help you?
I would like to speak with the townmaster.
I am the town master. I apologize. I haven't been able to afford a secretary recently. Hmm.
Perhaps it would be easier to find help if you did not have ruffians.
Oh, I see you've been listening to those rumors about the ruffians. I assure you, they are a perfectly respectable mercenary order.
Ah. And the fact that some of your townsfolk would like to hire protection against them?
They are simply threatened by those that are far more physically capable than them. And yes, there have been a couple incidents of violence, but these are young, hot-blooded folk. If you provoke them, it is almost inevitable that you shall come to blows.
What they doing here?
They are paying very good taxes, is what they're doing, in order to maintain their operation. That they're planning on restoring Tresendar Manor as their new base of operations.
I see.
It needs restored.
It belonged to the previous lord, but we have been without a lord for, nearly 40 years. I have been what authority the town has had this far from civilization. I look forward to the day I can return to Nogvarad in style.
What style?
I am sure the townsfolk
Whatever
do
style is
as
in
well.
style. So you look there, the tower is supposed to look forward to it as well?
I say, I am sure the townsfolk look forward to it as well.
They said as much.
Uncouth ruffians they are.
Well, I believe they just wished you well.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Why
change
would
my
you call
opinion.
people uncouth for wanting you to have success? You seem very unfriendly towards these people.
This is an unfortunate assignment after my previous business dealings fell through.
Fell through
Still,
what?
I have done what I can, and with the Red Brand's recent income, I should be out of here in a year or so.
What previous business dealings fall through?
I
Sure.
tried to fund a
April.
mining company here recently, and unfortunately it only turned up dirt and rocks. And if I can tell you there are two things we have out here, it's dirt and rocks.
Dirt good for sleeping on. Rocks not so much.
Yes, quite.
Well, good day.
Actually, you look rather heavily armed. Perhaps I could interest you in a short excursion?
Perhaps.
Yes, many of the raids that they have claimed the Red Brands have been responsible for have actually been done by a group of orcs hanging out at Wyvern Tor, a nearby mountain. I would see it quite favorable if you could kill these orcs, and I could show that the townsfolk that I am indeed looking out for their interest and can avoid a lynching.
Well, somebody does need to look out for their lynchings. How are you paying for these services?
As I've said, the Red Brands have been quite prompt in their tax payments.
Red Brand's mercenaries.
How
Why Red
much
Brand's not
are
kill
you
orcs?
paying for these services? There we go.
How much is he paying? I think 100 GP would be quite adequate compensation.
Red Brand's mercenaries. Why Red Brand's not kill orcs?
They are busy at the time with the restoration of the manor, as I understand it.
Terrible mercenaries. Let's see if we can negotiate him a little higher.
All right.
Skills. Persuasion. Um, do you want to assist or roll, David?
I'll assist.
Okay.
I don't really need the. Oh my god!
25.
You're welcome.
Oh,
All right.
my God.
I'm not even gonna roll because he can't beat that. Oh, fine. Another 50 gold seem of value. There are 3 of you after all. As if that
Well-
explains everything.
That does make it divide more evenly, doesn't it?
Yes, quite.
We'll
Seems reasonable enough.
certainly put it on our list.
Seems to be a lot going on in this town.
Yes, there is.
Not-
You have found the quest hub.
Okay. I'm done with the town master. Did you guys
Oh.
want to talk to him at all?
Nope.
Out front waiting for you is Sildar.
Why, hello, good friend.
That man is a useless, blubbering sack of filth.
He does seem that way. He's willing to pay us to get rid of orcs, at least.
Well, at least he's doing his job occasionally.
Fat man, not so bad. Looks marbled.
Allow me to make sure I never gain weight around you.
Too late. Oh, you meant the character.
He shouldn't be the only authority in this town. I came here partly looking for a man of the Nord's Alliance. Let's see, I have the name here. Iarno Albrecht. He was sent here by the Duke's men to establish a constabulary for the town and put an end to their dependence on that blubbering bastard, if you'll excuse my language.
Eat fat man. Would anyone miss?
The Red Brands might take
You might
offense
get
to it,
in trouble.
and he hides his gold well. You probably better wait
Bad
till I eat him
wolf girl.
after he pays you.
So
Okay.
it does seem that the only people that would really benefit from there not being a constabulary, a constable, you know,
A sheriff?
I can't say that. A sheriff is the town master and his red band mercenary friends.
That
Is
would
there
seem
any
to
of
be
the other
case.
townsfolk that don't want a police force?
Well, I know the Miners' Exchange has been operating almost into a law unto itself recently. It's
Well-
hired some of its own men and kept the Red Brands away.
Seems like they might have had to.
That's true. I can't fault them for funding a little protection.
What's your input on the red brands?
I can't speak. I speak for what they've done in the past, but I could tell you what. I wouldn't sleep at the Sleeping Giant. I'd only stay at the Stonehill. They've been keeping their company at the Sleeping Giant, and looks like a hell of an establishment these days.
Makes sense. It is closest to Sundar Manor. I think it's important to point out that the town master seems to have gotten himself into a predicament that he never wanted in the first place.
Largely by his own incompetence. I don't think he has gotten anything he doesn't deserve. He may not have gotten enough of what he deserves.
What does he deserve?
Not dessert.
Dessert?
Certainly not another dessert.
Still, I've been able to look into the Miners' Exchange, and, well, as a member of the Duke's men, they've been willing to extend me a line of credit for the time being. I could really use some assistance in trying to find Albrecht.
Sure, we can look into it. For a nominal fee, of course.
Yes, unlike that tight-fisted bastard, I'm willing to use quite a decent pay for doing the Duke's service. 200 gold if you can return Albrecht to me.
Any leads?
Only the well, what you've pointed out seems the most likely. The red brands are the ones that would benefit most from him not establishing a constabulary, sheriff's office.
Two, 200 gold for locating Albrecht?
Proof that he's either dead somewhere or bring him to me alive to stand trial for abandoning his duties.
Persuasion check. Could we perhaps make that 210 to make it more divisible by 3?
I'll assist.
Considering this is usually divided by 4 or 5, it's supposed to normally divide good? Sure. With that persuasion check, definitely. Fine, 210.
Thank you, kind sir, kind friend.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg.
You may have more work later.
Yes,
Kiba-
Gundred's still missing. And,
Kiba does
well,
not see iceberg.
I haven't been able to find much about the Cragmaw Castle.
Keep looking into it, because
Is there a
Gob-
scholar?
Goblins say Cragmaw Castle that way, point in all the directions he was moving.
Yes, that's...
Is there perhaps a scholar we could contact that would know of this place?
I don't know.
Any-
Perhaps if we could find a local druid or ranger or something, they'd know where it would, but I wouldn't know where to find any of them. Might be worth asking around town at some point. Meanwhile, I'll keep an eye on our town master, who, sadly, is what little legal authority the town has at the moment.
We do have
Oh.
other business to attend to.
He sort of touches his sword belt. I plan on changing that.
Well,
Oh.
may luck be ever in your favor.
Same to you, little man. That's not offensive, is it?
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm not used to dealing with little
I prefer
folk.
honesty.
don't get caught doing anything rash.
Far very little.
Alright, so you've got plenty of leads at the moment.
I would like to go to Alderleaf Farm
Alright,
to inquire about Pip's friend Carp.
alright.
I will go with.
I'll follow.
You find a halfling woman out front churning butter while there's a halfling man working with a pony out back plowing the fields.
There's some
A couple of halfling kids are chasing each other out front.
You may not eat the children, John. Kiba? No. No.
But rabbit.
Sure, you can catch a rabbit.
I start eating it in front of them.
Their eyes get really big. They've of course seen rabbits cleaned before, but never devoured fresh.
Don't
Want
mind
rabbit?
the attention. I'm looking for Carp, I believe.
The older of the two halfling children, excuse me, older of the two halfling children comes up. I'm Carp. The mother looks at him. Carp, did you do something wrong again?
Oh no, it's nothing like that. It's just I'm following a rumor I heard from Pip. The
Oh yeah, I know Pip.
yes, he's been telling some tall tales about you. I'm wondering if they're true or not.
They're not tall.
Listen, did you do something wrong, Carp?
They're not tall. I did find a secret tunnel. I swear.
Could you show us?
May I, Mother? She sort of eyes you up, and particularly eyes up Kiba, who's still gnawing on the rabbit bones. Well, I don't know.
Persuasion. Don't worry, we're more than capable of protecting your.
She
your,
points a
child.
finger at your chest. All right, as on your honor as a halfling, you keep an eye on him and make sure that he gets back.
Of course, you have my word.
All right. So you have a lead into a potential secret entrance, or something.
Well, we can scout it out.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to scout it out?
I would prefer to.
Okay, let's scout out the entrance then.
So at the base of the hill here, you find a tunnel half obscured by brush that's been piled in front of it.
There?
Yes. Somewhere around here.
Hmm.
It's,
There?
You mean it's not here, but it's here?
Yes, it's here. Um, it's not exactly like crawl size, but it's like 4 feet, 4.5 feet tall. So the
Plenty of space for
halfling
me.
would have no problem moving through, but everyone else will have to sort of duck themselves, hunch over to do it.
Squeeze possibly, or
Yeah,
how far in did you get, Carp?
I didn't go inside. I was just looking around, and then some guys in the red cloaks came and chased me off.
Like they might do us now.
They might. I don't know. I don't see
Let-
any.
Well,
I
let's
marked the
get
location on my
let's
map
get
and we
you,
take him back home.
let's get you back to your mother before the red cloaks come and cut you in half.
All right, you take them
That
back
would-
to the farm. I didn't do anything weird to you, did they, Tom? Did they, Carp? No, mommy.
I'm gonna
Okay,
give
good.
them. I'm gonna give him 3 silver pieces for his troubles.
Jesus,
Oh, that's a lot of money.
as long as the money's coming out of your share.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Since you're keeping everybody's shares.
He'll let you know what your share is. Don't worry.
Remember, I am the paladin of Mab.
I have seen you do damage and it hurts a lot. So I'm not crossing anyone here. Okay. So far we got 41. Everyone add 41 gold pieces to your thing. That's what we've got so far. Then 200 copper. And the 125 silver isn't quite divisible.
200 copper, you said?
200 copper. That's right.
Is that 20 silver?
Yes.
I believe it is.
Which
You got-
is itself 2 EP.
How about you keep track of the spare change, and we'll just take the GP.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think we care about the spare change.
We might, but
Eventually.
it'll be our what do you call
Petty cash.
petty cash? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Sounds like it's a thing. He's returned to the farm, and his mother seems not to distrust you too much anymore now that you've successfully returned her son to her.
See? Kiba no eat children.
Well,
Much.
that's good to see.
I think tonight we should stay at this, or we should go over to the Sleeping Giant at some point.
Yes, I believe that would be a good course of action. Perhaps next. I mean, we are right here, and by here I mean we are right here, and it's like right there. That's not
over
far
here.
to walk, huh?
And we'd have to walk over to here, and then up to here.
Well, we could just.
You cut through here if you're uncivilized savages like Kiba.
I'm the one who's been drinking. What the hell's wrong with you guys?
The pigs are nice. That's what we're trying to say, right?
Actually, on the way back, I'd like to swing by the woodworker and get some more information. Well, he's dead, right?
Yeah,
And nobody's home anymore. Nobody's.
correct.
Okay. Never mind. I couldn't remember if they killed him or just injured him and took
They
him.
killed him, and his family's gone missing.
I'm hearing there's an empty house to stay in.
There is.
I do not suggest this in character, though.
Why not? Oh, because you don't want it inside.
No, I want to sleep on the ground.
Shall we to the Sleeping Giant then?
Yes, I think that would be a good idea.
Or we could stop by the Miners' Exchange just to talk to them, because we haven't talked to any of them yet, I don't think.
Should we split up?
No. Let's not do that.
Aww.
Let's split up and send the halfling off by himself into the Sleeping Giant.
I'm a bard. I can take it.
No, let's go visit the Miners' Exchange together, I think.
So
Okay.
you're going over here?
We're going over here.
All right. The Miners' Exchange is probably one of the more imposing buildings, being built of
Is it a
actual...
gazebo?
Hmm?
Is it a gazebo?
No. But it's built
You
out of
must fight
actual
gazebo.
carved
I attack the wild gazebo.
stone rather than just mud bricks or cobblestone.
Ooh, fancy.
Wow.
Ooh.
You open the doors, and it's got like a counter with one of those sort of fence grates to prevent people from just being able to reach across to the teller. A young woman is sitting there, sort of doing her nails. Oh, can I help you, sirs? Are you here to make a deposit or a withdrawal?
I would like to speak to somebody in a
Both.
managerial position.
Neither?
Sure. I'll be right back. She sort of flutters into the back room and emerges with a relatively stout woman. You're not sure if she's actually a dwarf or whether she just has some back in her genetic pool a little bit. Yes? Can I help you?
Can she help us?
Well, I can help most people. If you're trying to sell minerals or get a loan for supplies, I'm the one you come to.
We're largely looking for your input on the whole Red Cloak boondoggle.
Yeah, no good ruffians. I've had to hire a couple extra guards. She nods toward a side room where you only just now notice a couple of guys playing cards. I pay them better than the red brands, but that takes a bit of cash, and I'd rather not have to deal with the expense. And they're harassing my miners.
The red brands are, or your guards are?
The red brands. My miners are coming up to bring me minerals and the like, and they get shut down for half of what they brought, and then the red cloaks bring it in a couple days later, pretending as if it has been taken from my miners. I haggle over price, make a big mess.
It seems like most people in the town want something done about this red brand.
Yes, but most people aren't willing to do anything. I'm willing to drop 100 gold pieces to see them done.
Just 100. I believe the townmaster is paying 150 for us to go get rid of some orcs that may or may not even be an actual problem. And he's supposedly a tight-fisted windbag.
Well, I can't be outdone by that tight-fisted windbag. Alright, 150 it is then.
That sounds good.
Just see that you bring me the staff of their leader. This a wizard that's been going around known as Glass Staff. Hasn't told anyone his real name, but he wields a staff of pure glass.
That sounds like a magic artifact of some sort. I will be
You don't have to
certainly
branch
willing
me,
to show it to you
yes.
for proof. But
That'll be sufficient. I just want to see Glass Staff dead. Only if you want to play fetch with a glass stick.
if we happen across a guy with a glass stick, we'll see what we can do.
Alright,
Do
I'd
you guys have
appreciate
anything
it.
to say to her?
Nope.
No, I'm sorry. I'm writing notes. There we go.
You're keeping notes of all the quests and stuff we've been given?
I'm trying to, yes, but
Or
I
epic
missed a
art, yeah.
couple.
So you're not only being our party treasurer, you're also being party librarian.
I'm sorry.
I am the lore keeper of the party.
He is the lore bard. Or will be when he gets there.
Doing both is a lot. If you want to trade off one of those duties, let me know. Although, we might want to wait until the next session when I have not had half a bottle of amaretto.
Okay. Where do we go? Where are we to go next? Sleeping Giant?
Check out the Sleeping Giant and just see what happens when we rile up the Hornet's Nest, I guess.
So you want me to go in there and perform? I like this idea.
I think we're all going together, so in case something happens.
Oh, of course, but
Why would they make an inn for hornets?
Alright.
I'm just ignoring Kiba's random
Probably for the best.
literalisms.
Her interjections.
Probably for the best.
Her Draxisms.
All right.
Mosey over to the sleeping giant.
You arrive at the Sleeping Giant Inn. There is a man in a red cloak out front, playing with a dagger and drinking a pint of ale. Hey, this is a private club.
Drinking
says in
and
a
playing
drunken
with
slur.
a good knife is a good way to get your fingers chopped off, I say.
And what would you know about that?
Intimidation.
Oh,
I just rolled a 25 on my intimidation check.
yeah. Well, like I said, private club. You probably shouldn't go in there. And he sort of backs
That
down
was
a
the
little.
intimidation to get him to let us pass.
Yeah, he sort of backs down a little. He sort of, hey, you probably shouldn't go in there. It might be mean.
Well, wouldn't you want us to spend our gold in your fine establishment? Let's go inside, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing bad can possibly happen.
Who's going first?
I guess I'd better go first since I made him open the door and get out of the way.
We miss being ruffians. Go on.
I open the door and go inside.
All right.
I follow behind.
I'm gonna stealth in. No,
Hiding behind the paladin.
yeah, hiding behind the paladin.
You guys do see the map I put down, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yarp.
And you should have control of your tokens.
I rolled a 23 on my stealth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any serving people?
Wow, they are not particularly observant. They have been drinking hardcore, too. There's one sort of tight-lipped looking woman behind the bar with sort of scraggly dark hair. There's a selection of other red-cloaked men drinking copious amounts of alcohol at the bar. Hey, we don't take kindly to your type around here. Where's your red cloak? This here
Paying
is a red
customers?
cloak establishment.
I order a drink. Don't take kindly to what? Paying customers?
Hey, another one comes over to. He sort of. The best way to describe it he cups the feel of Kiba when you try to steal a trap cloak. Hey there, little missy. You come to have fun with some real men?
You're on mute, Kiba.
I don't know what you mean. I take the
Oh,
red
I
cloak
can
and leave.
show you, all right.
Show me.
He continues to molest you. Come on upstairs.
Okay.
Is no one going to act the sensible protector to young Kiba?
I'm going to follow stealthily.
I don't
That's
actually have enough stairs for this place.
He's going to have to establish dominance if he actually wants to get anywhere.
Alright, so you guys go upstairs. Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah.
I'm following stealthily.
I'm
Oh,
still
shit.
waiting for my drink.
The
Do I
woman gets a drink and looks kind of nervous and then retreats into a back room
Thank
as
you much.
the other guy comes around. What part of a private establishment is it? I want you to understand. We pay good gold to not be disturbed by any looky-loos.
To whom? I was not aware that this was a private establishment.
We've made it private. Or you're looking to get trouble with the red brands. Phil, why'd you let this guy in? He's kind of scary, Greg. He talk to me about my knife. What in hell is that supposed to mean?
I simply told your friend that he shouldn't play with knives while drinking. He might cut himself.
Meanwhile, Red Brand Ruffian is trying to drunkenly undress and cop feels from Kiba.
Well, I think the two of us have to enter initiative. He has to
All right.
establish dominance first.
I'm gonna roll initiative too.
I'm just like
For
to
the
point
sake of convenience, I'm going to have him be knocked down the stairs after having failed the initial dominance, and we will begin combat in order.
Uh-oh.
How does that sound?
I was hiding.
Okay.
I was hiding,
Because I don't have an upstairs for this.
Okay.
So things start turning ugly as soon as Red Brand Ruffian C comes rolling down the stairs with his pants around his ankles.
I
That's a-
don't believe that she liked whatever he was presenting.
Is he prone then?
Yes, I will have him as prone for the time being.
Okay.
Where's my icons? There they are. That's a good one for prone. That's probably good for paralyzed. Eh. Let's just go with that. Alright.
The hand grenade.
That's the net.
No, scroll to the bottom.
Oh, the hand grenade.
I love the hand grenade.
Alright, finding my page real quick. Alright, Red Band Ruffians. Also the same thing. Alright, this makes it easy. Kiba, how about you give me an initiative roll?
I don't know how.
We might get to go ahead of some of the ruffians this time instead of after all of the goblins.
Might help
That
if I
would be
clicked...
truly unique.
Not with the way I'm rolling now.
Oh.
Ruffian C spends half of his movement getting back up, and 1, 2, 3 to get back up to Kiba.
Push him back down the stairs.
I have a question.
Mm.
Did he just
Attack
leave
of
a?
opportunity.
Yeah, did he just leave a square ice threatening?
Yes, he did.
So what do I? Let's see. So do I?
You can make an attack with advantage against him as he moves past you.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack with my rapier.
Stabby stab.
22 for 4 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Yep, that hits.
Stab him in the ass cheek as he runs by.
Yeah.
And he's rolling at disadvantage, so the first roll misses. And the second attack hits. No, misses also with a 16 because he's at disadvantage. Never mind.
Whew.
So he rolls 2 attacks against you, swinging at you with a couple of knives. And misses with both of them.
Oh boy.
And remember, unless they have the fighter thing, the offhand weapon does not get the damage bonus, right?
I'm just adding flavor to the multi-attack
Well,
ability they have.
Ah.
fair enough.
Alright, next up is Wolfgang.
This is no way to run a drinking establishment. No way at all. 22.
22 hits. Ten damage. Blam.
On my
Ah,
screen,
my nose!
on my screen it says Red Brand Ruffian Kiba. She's one of them now.
Oh no! I switched sides.
Once you put on that cloak,
It's magical.
I like how your HP is larger than your bar.
All that temp HP.
Yeah.
Alright. The Red Brand Ruffian whose nose you just broke attacks you.
Mm-hmm.
Misses. And 16 does not quite get you.
Not quite. Close though.
Kiba, your turn.
Technically the same day, and we haven't done a long rest, right?
No, you did. This is a long rest since last night.
Ah.
You spent the night at the inn.
I'm going to toss a fairy fire over yonderish to hit the two of those ruffians.
Okay.
And then I'm going to transform.
Everyone added your 5 temp HP, right?
Oh, no, I have not. I now have 42 temp HP. I turn into a giant direwolf at the top of the stairs.
Good grief, John.
24.
Want mate? Subdue Kiba. Transform.
Phil, I think I bit off a bit more than I could chew. Somebody want to help me up here? All right.
Too bad we can't say the same for Kiba, I
So
say.
both these two guys here are marked with fairy. These two guys are marked with fairy fire.
They get to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Kiba attempts to spell.
That's what I'm doing wrong. One.
Kiba, why are you...
Weird. Pressing spacebar or something is triggering it again. I'm not sure.
Is.
I was just trying to mute my mic while I'm chewing.
One succeeds. I keep forgetting spaces. Both succeed.
Oh well.
Bitches.
Alright. Red Band Ruffian D comes up to stab Wolfgang from behind.
Hot.
Rolling 22 to hit
Mm-hmm.
on the first one, and a 5 on the second.
The 22 hits.
Alright, he's going to take the first damage roll, which is 6.
Good. I lose 3 of my temp HP.
Merric Tea Leaf.
Oh boy. Help Wolfgang against superior numbers or take down this Red Band Ruffian. Decisions. Let's see. I'm gonna look at what my ability
Hear
is.
all
Real
the
quick.
chewing.
Huh? I want to try Dissonant Whispers.
Alright.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers
Against 2.
on the one that is fighting Kiba.
Alright.
So 13 was saving throw.
Nope.
Ooh. So that is going to be 3d6. Yeah,
Yep.
3d6 psychic damage. Oops, hang on. 11 psychic damage. And immediately use reaction to flee as far as the speed allows from me.
He runs up past Kiba upstairs. Kiba, you get to make attack opportunity.
Excellent. I need to
Big
set up
money.
a proper macro for this. But for the time being, that was my attack roll.
That hits.
6 damage, and he has to make. Oh wait, I'm rolling the entirely wrong creature. Whoops. Nine damage, and he has to make a DC 13 strength.
He has to
saving
make
throw.
no such thing as you got rip out his throat.
Oh well then.
As an aside, I'm striking to incapacitate, not murder.
Alright.
As am I for this guy, at least. He wasn't trying to kill me, he was just trying to mate.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I'm going to grant Wolfgang a Bardic Inspiration token.
Alright.
So it's a 1d6 to any d20 roll.
Excellent.
And
Inspired.
as a move, I'm gonna going to move here. Yeah, so then I can make a stealth action on my next turn. Is entering stealth? Is stealth is it's an action, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Red Band Ruffian A is actually coming up after you. You are the one that
Oh.
actually looks the least threatening out of this group at the moment. Like heck, if he's going to go after Wolfgang after the threat he pulled earlier.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to
An
play with the
8 against your
direwolf?
AC and a 5 against your AC.
Fails.
Thank God they had disadvantage.
Why do they have disadvantage?
Because they're drunk.
Oh.
They're drunk enough to count as poisoned. And this guy's actually off the initiative order. So, Wolfgang, you're up again.
What's the little
That's inspiration.
icon-y- Ah. Well, let's see what we can do with my hammer here. 8.
Oh,
What is it? Oh, that's the inspiration from me.
yep.
Okay.
Well, he tries to get some revenge with a 15, which is insufficient, and a 12, which is also insufficient. Kiba, you're up.
I'm gonna hop down the staircase. Who needs me more here? Yep, I'll hit this guy first.
All right.
Let's see if this works. Ooh, that's a 23 on attack, 10 damage.
All right.
And he has to DC 13 save check or be knocked prone.
What kind of save though?
Strength.
Strength. Okay. We're all attacking to incapacitate, right?
Yep.
He makes it.
Okay.
What a bitch.
What a bitch. Man, that level 2 is big.
Yeah, yeah. Red Band Ruffian D tries to shank the paladin again
Nope.
and fails. T-Leaf.
Vicious Mockery, Red Bread Ruffian A. DC 13, I believe.
All right.
Stop playing with your knife.
Nope.
Wow. 4 psychic damage.
And disadvantage?
Yeah,
On
and
attacks?
disadvantage. Yep, until
Yep.
end of next turn. Which he already has because he's the one that's not drunk.
No, they're all drunk.
Oh, okay.
So
But
drunk.
he's standing guard though. Would he be
He
drunk?
wasn't really guard.
Yep.
He was just drinking outside.
Oh, okay.
And then tried to stop us. And I was like, you shouldn't drink and play with knives.
All right. That's my turn.
Yeah, the Red Brand Ruffians are not exactly a professional order. He's angry that you mocked him. An 11 and an 8. Nope. I'm getting these good rolls, but they're all paired with the horrible ones on the disadvantage.
Such a good mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Wolfgang, you're up.
Okie dokie. Boo.
You're just whiffing at each other. B tries to get you again. 13 and 8. Nope. Kiba.
Okay.
That temp HP bar is amazing.
Yeah, it's big. Fuck this. Merric can handle this guy. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
All right.
These guys are being jerks. I'm gonna attack red.
He gets a 6 with attack
fucking-
opportunity, so you're good.
And oops, I didn't. I went all that trouble to make the macro, and then I didn't put it on my bar.
Womp womp.
19. I get an advantage because I'm next to an ally.
Ah, and you're a wolf.
Yep.
Hits. For 9.
For the guy who's injured, yeah.
Yep, he goes down.
Nom, 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 nom.
Keep clicking the wrong button to get to the markers. All right. Next up is D, who just watched the wolf take down his friend, and so strikes at her with a 5 and a 14.
My AC is 14.
All right. He hits once, taking the first number, so 6.
Oh no! I'm down to 36 hit points.
All right.
At level 2.
Merric T-Leaf, you're up.
Vicious mockery again. You missed! I can't believe it! DC 13.
He makes it.
I should just stab him with my rapier next time. Alright.
Speaking
I'm
of
done.
stabbing, he's gonna try to stab you. 16 makes
16
it,
hits, yep.
and the other attack 8. So he only gets 1
Nope.
at first damage roll, which is a 5.
That's exactly how many temp HP I have.
Yay!
Yay!
Wolfgang. Let's point you the right direction. That is sufficient.
Fuck this guy. Let's see what smite rolls look like, right?
All right.
Uh-oh.
This is still the incapacity.
25.
Oh my god.
Ouch!
Ah! Thunk.
You rolled a 6 and an 8.
And down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
I rolled 2d6 plus 2d8, reroll
Yeah.
1s and 2s. Plus 3.
That's pretty strong.
I spent a spell slot.
Ah.
All right, he goes down. That means it's Kiba.
Well, there's only one guy left. I have to go say hi.
That's the guy you left.
Yeah.
You get an advantage if an ally is within
5
5
feet,
feet
yeah.
of your enemy, right?
Yep, so 18 and a 7 damage. No, 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 no.
And down he goes.
At which point, I find there has to be a fire somewhere in this building. I'm going to curl up in front of it and go to sleep. I've done my work.
All right.
I'm going to gather the incapacitated thugs and strip them of weapons and valuables in the corner. Or
I will
actually,
assist.
I'll leave Merric to do that, and I'll go knock on the door and talk to the poor bar wench. Where does the door go?
It goes into a back kitchen area.
Where is the door?
This is just a map I grabbed. This isn't an official one, so. You
The
go back
door will
here.
be behind the bar. Is that okay?
Yeah.
This shelf is now a door.
All right. They don't have anything really of value on them besides their cloaks, which are at least decent quality cloth. You are, however, awarded. Let's see. I have to do a calculator here.
I'm knocking on the door to try and get the woman to come out with some persuasion.
After I'm done, I'll assist. So,
You each receive 135 experience points. You are at 300 from being leveled up to level 2.
Okay.
So,
So we're at 400 and what?
35.
400.
what's XP for next level?
I believe 900.
Okay.
Sounds about right. 435.
Yep.
How do I show temp HP?
If you have HP going over your maximum, it will just go. The bar will just get bigger.
Yeah, just put like 25 of 20 or
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Okay, cool.
All right. She's just like, oh, they didn't kill you. That's good, I suppose.
Yes. Now, how quickly do you think more will be coming? Do I have time to finish my meal?
I think you do. Probably.
Well, I go back and sit down and say, I would like to finish my meal then, please.
All right, she lets you finish your meal.
I'm going to pump her for information. What does she know about the red brands and...
Only that they've been working out of the basement of the old manor house. As the manor house itself has sort of fallen into disrepair, the basement has remained mostly intact, and they've taken up residence there. And they have some kind of secret tunnel that they use for sneaking in and out.
I finish my meal and thank her for the information. Then gather up the red bands, tie them together by their cloaks, and drag them out of the inn to go to the town master for starting a fight.
All right.
We're gonna make this his problem.
Oh my, there was another bar fight with the Red Brands, and it seems for once someone has got the better of them. What exactly do you want me to do with them?
When
You have a
it's
jail,
your
don't you?
in-town politics, it's all well and good. But now this is becoming they're accosting travelers, namely us three. Perhaps you should pay somebody to do something about it, or do something about it yourself before somebody has to take it to the Duke.
Oh my, well, I will at least see that they are imprisoned until a duly appointed representative of the Duke or the Volca can get their way down here.
So the Sleeping Giant's a private establishment, then, huh?
Uh, Not that I'm aware of. It belongs to.
Well-
Let's see, what's her name?
The Red
They're
Band
just-
Ruffians seem to think otherwise.
They may have made some arrangement with her. I can't say for sure.
What can you say for sure?
That I will not allow these men to get out without some form of punishment. For the time being, I will lock them in the cell. Yes, yes, until they are sober.
Somebody needs to wake the druid.
I don't figure the tavern people will do it.
Nope, not gonna touch that.
Wouldn't even touch it with a 33.5-foot pole.
Does this count as a short rest for me?
Yeah, that's a short rest.
Yeah.
All right then.
Let's see. Let's see how. Oh, not a very good one. Unless I'm getting assisted by Merric.
I don't have it yet.
Oh, okay.
Now let's see how much of a spine he has.
I'd be very disappointed if they get out.
I can assure you, the cell is quite strong.
Not what I was getting at, but whatever. I leave them dumped at his feet.
Sort of scratches the
I-
back of his head.
I look from him to the dump bodies, back to him, and smile and leave.
I can just picture smiling up. I'm like, have a good day.
Back
Yeah,
to him.
pretty
Back
much.
to me. Back to him. To me now. Back to him. I'm riding a horse.